Hi, everybody. This is Jeffrey. This is Ripe Color, and this is the reading for the eclipse. I believe it is September 17th, 18th. And the energy, the little hit that I got is be flexible, like allow things to change. Oh, I had a plan to do this, and now it's turned into that. And Tuesday is Wednesday, and Wednesday is going to be Friday. And I had a trip planned and now I'm going to make it at another time, or someone else is coming, or decided against it, or like that. Like, be very flexible, be really take it as it comes, be in the moment. Like, that's the energy. That's what I got. All right, I'm pre-taping this quite early. Usually I do it the night before, but I'm doing this on September 7th, and I'm due to be in the hospital the 10th, and I don't want to do it with a eye patch. So, and I don't know what the situation. I know it's like a 2-week recovery, but I don't know how long I have to have the patch on, and I don't know what my vision is going to be like. So, I mean, it's not good now. So I was like, no, you can see the card a little bit. Let's do that. Okay. You have to laugh. What are you going to do? All right. Okay. Yeah. All right. So we have the star, which is really a new energy, a new inspiration, new hope, new ideas. It's kind of like blessings from above. And, I always feel like the star is like spiritual information coming down and you taking it into your body, right? And it's this new inspiration, a new hope, a new success, but it's a different way of looking at things because she's scrying, right? She's kind of scrying, and she's very open because her nudity is really about being open to energies, right? I just saw this really cool thing. They found this fish. I watch a lot of that stuff. They found this fish. No, a frog who lives in very rapid streams, and it has no lungs, and it's able to absorb the oxygen through its skin. It's fascinating. It's fascinating. Like, the more they discover, the more it's like, oh, well, it's much more complex than we thought it was. The other thing is, so she's in her intuition, right? Because her foot is in the water, but she's grounding the information in. So it's like she's using her intuition, but she's also in the physical world, right? And it's the card of Aquarius, so it's mental. And then I have the 7. So look, a lot of people read this as illusion, delusion. It's my take on this is, first of all, it's confidence. It's 7. Choose what it is that you want, and maybe that's what the flexibility is about. It's like, well, I really thought that money was the most important thing, and now I'm realizing that the job is the most important thing, just for an example. So it's like, maybe I'm making a new choice now that I have new information. I'm going to make a new choice. Okay. And it's going to be based in a sense of kindness, a sense of comfort, a sense of love, a sense of like motherliness. She's really the mother, and she's like the loving mother. She is the loving mother. Um, so, sometimes I have an idea or an inspiration or something, and we could be very hard on ourselves. Oh, it has to be this way, it has to be that way. It's like, no. Do it with a sense and a state of love, right? Interesting. All right. And yeah, cut out what's unnecessary so that you can be clear. So, enough with these distractions. So I have to tell you, the phone has changed all of us. It's changed all of us. And it just keeps on going off. And then there's this information and that information and blah, 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 blah. And it's like, take some time off from the phone and take some time off from this, right? And take some time off from the new, like, just be with yourself and see what the inside has to say. Don't, because I think we get more and more information. We get so much information now. We never had so much information, right? So, it's a two-sided coin. Like, I can talk to people all over the world, right? So this video, maybe somebody in New Zealand is watching it that I never would have been able to reach, say 10 years ago or something. But at the same time, it's like you were bombarded with so much information. Like when I go to the park, which I do at least once a week, I leave the phone at home. I leave the phone at home. I sent you a message. Okay. I remember when we used to have answering machines that lasted 2 years, right? So you'd go out for the day and you'd come home at, like, say, I don't know, 8 o'clock or 10 o'clock or 6 o'clock or whatever it is. And you listen to your messages. And then the next day you got back to whoever. Yes, I can come to your party. A movie sounds great. Or, oh, that's interesting news about, I don't know, what's going on with you. But it wasn't like, oh, well, I sent you a text right now and it has to be answered right now. It's like, you know, so I go and then I come home and I see what's up. All right. Yeah. If it involves, this is like giving up the fight. This is a 5. So 5 is change of perspective, a change in thought. And, it's like they left their swords. So there's this energy of like, I'm going to give up the fight. I'm going to give up the fight because sometimes I get something or you get something that's like inspiring and I feel like I have to be a warrior. And it's like, no, this is not a warrior energy. It's not a warrior energy. It's like a confident. And so this is confidence in your feelings. So, the heart is really the leader here as opposed to the mind. And I feel like that's the transition and the opportunity and the flexibility. Oh, they did something a little messed up, but I'll let it go. I'm not saying if you're in something that's crazy and abusive to let it, like it, but don't take it so seriously. Yeah. Expect changes. Expect changes. Right. Ah, I feel like it's changes in the family dynamic, changes in things that you thought were established, changes in finances. All right, away we go. And allowing yourself to be led by your dreams. Allow yourself to be led by your dreams. Allow yourself to be led by your intuition. Like really let your intuition be strong and lead you. You don't exactly know where. Like, I don't even know why I'm going to this restaurant. I don't even know why I'm calling this person. I don't even know why I'm trying for this job. I don't know, but I'm doing it anyway. It's a little bit of that. It's really um, it's a real sense of faith. It's a real sense of faith. You know, my phone is going crazy. It's in the other room, but it's going crazy. It always, it's like 9 o'clock in the morning. It's kind of cloudy, so it doesn't seem like the day has begun. And like, like after the video, the phone probably won't make any noise for like 2 or 3 hours. But when I do a video, the dogs come alive. The thing comes, it's like, whatever. That's why it's in the other room. I can't be bothered. Yeah. Okay. If you follow your heart and you follow your dreams and you follow your intuition, then you can, access all the tools that you need in order to manifest. Okay, I'm going to throw a few more. So be flexible. I think we all like to have this feeling like we're in control of our lives, or everything is in its place, in its order, and it's like it feels like boundaries are shifting. It feels like boundaries are melting. It feels like, what I thought was a solid thing is not really a solid thing, and what I thought was just a fantasy or a dream, or it's like maybe that's more of the reality. It's a little bit like that. It's very dreamy. And be comfortable, you know. Look, this is the most important thing. It's like whatever day, uh, I'm having, I could be worried about this and da, 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 da. And it's like, if I sit in comfort in myself and in the situation as it is, then I could make a more informed and a calmer choice as to how I'm going to go forward. Um, you know, because honestly, we think we're in control of stuff, and it's like, you're in control of what you put in your mouth. That's about it. Yeah, it's time to give something up. It's time to willingly give something up that no longer works and see something from a more spiritual angle. And there's this pause here. There's this energy of like, I'm going to sit and wait and see what happens. So something happened yesterday, and I thought we have to redo, and I was like crazy, or not that crazy, but a little bit. And I find out it all worked out. Like, I spent all that time worrying about stuff that I have no control over and end up working out anyway. And sometimes it doesn't end up working out. And it's like, okay, it didn't work out. So now I have free time. Now I have different options. Yeah. And, you know, a flash can come in a moment. A flash of a new idea can come in a moment. That's also about acting on the messages that you get, acting on the messages that you get. Okay. And you're loved and supported. You're loved and supported. I'm going to be doing some videos about the messages that I get from the forest, trying to figure out how to do them. I need a little help, to tell you the truth. So I put some feelers out to some people to help me to kind of make those videos. And if I don't hear back from them, then I'm going to have to figure it out on my own. But one of the big messages that I got from the trees, I go to the park and I listen, is we're here to support you and love you. It's one of the big, big messages from Mother Earth, basically. Yeah, the past is the past. And it's like, have a clear vision of where you want to go, sort of in a general way. And, and don't be carrying the old with you, because the healing is in the here and now. Because the healing is in the here and now. That's what it feels like, actually. That's what the transition is. And I talked about this earlier in September for the month, for the new moon. And it's kind of a more refined version of that, which is um, all the, okay, let's put it this way. Okay, I don't know if this is a good metaphor. Let's say you slept funny. right? And you have like a thing in your back or your shoulder, or your leg or whatever. And it's like, oh, well, I have to call the doctor and I have to start taking these vitamins and I have to go to the chiropractor and all that. And it's like, well, if I just let go of the worry and the pain and this is a metaphor, okay? If I let go of the worry and the pain and the worst case scenario in my head, maybe it'll just work its way out. Maybe it'll just work its way out. Like, am I open to allowing myself to be healed, to allowing myself to transform from the worry, the fear, the doubt, all that stuff? Am I willing? And that's what I think the Hanged Man is about. Can I let go of the resentment? Can I let go of the identity of this person did me wrong, and therefore, like that? Like, how is that going to serve you? That's what it feels like. There's the opportunity to like move forward into something new without carrying the baggage of the past. And that's exactly really what I said for the new moon and for the full moon and for the months, or not for the full moon, but for the months. And this, by the way, is it's Rosh Hashanah. Happy Rosh Hashanah. And, it's a new beginning. It's letting go of the past and a new beginning. That's what it is. It's a new moon. It's eclipse is a new moon. So that is all the energy it's the eclipse, it's the equinox, it's everything. All right. And I wanted to do it without an iPad. I mean, I don't know what the story is going to be with that, but we'll see. And I have faith. I have faith. Part of me is a little nervous, but the other part of me is like, well, I want to be able to look at the moon and not see 3 of them or more. Because I was looking at, like, there was a plane. I was up on the roof, right, last night. So, you see like one light, let's say one white light and 2 red ones or something, like on the wings. So you should see 3 light. I see it in an arc like that. I see light, 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 light. It's like, so that's why, especially at night, like, how far is that car? How close is that car? Is that a motorcycle or is that a truck? And I need to be able to see more clearly so I can navigate my way through. It's very strange. It's very strange. Okay. I offer private readings. I offer energy work. Where you could move energy, release the past, and bring in the new, and bring in what you want, and release what you want. And I call in your guides and angels, and we could do it remotely, or I could either do it remotely overnight, or we could do it over Zoom, whatever you like. And I have meditations available, and let me show you all the cards. All right. I'm going to start here. You're loved and supported. You're at home with yourself in your heart. So trust that your choices are the right choices because you're being guided and inspired. Cut out what doesn't work anymore. Let go of the fight. And whatever is collapsing, allow it to collapse and see what it is that it is in your best interest to let go of so that you can move forward into the future and be made whole. Trust your instinct and your gut and your ideas to manifest what it is you desire, and follow the things that make you happy, your dreams, in order to really I feels like reestablish something that's really solid and foundational, and a sense of community and a sense of abundance. And the abundance could be either monetary, but I feel it feels like the sense of abundance is like having the right loving people around you, right? Because that's like a card of family, it's a card of like dynasty. But some of us, it's not necessarily with our biological family, it's with, the people in our community, the people who, all your friends who do the same thing for work, or people from college that you're still friendly with, or something like that. That's the way it feels. I'm going to throw one more. Yeah, it's a rebalancing. It's a rebalancing. So that's why you need to be flexible. That's why you need to be flexible. And speaking of which, like I was talking about pains, so I started what do you call it? Stretching. So my hips are like getting used to it because I'm stretching in a way, and I'm not overdoing it, but every so often it's like, oh, what's got that? And it's like, oh, something new is going on there. So, it takes time. I do have to say though, every day I'm able to stretch a little bit more, or it seems so overall. So it's been good for me. And it's really not as big a deal as I thought it was going to be. That's interesting. All right. Blessings to everyone. See you soon. Be flexible. Allow things to unfold. Allow things to like disappear, new things to come up. So, like it's kind of like a walk in the woods, right? Well, I think I'm going to see this tree, and like maybe some, animal that you haven't seen or rarely see is going to show up. Or, oh, I remember when I was here last year, there was this big grand tree and now it's not here anymore, or the river has changed, or like that. And it's like, just observe that. And so if the river has changed and it's like, well, I used to go this way, but it's a big muddy thing, I'm going to go around it, right? Like that. Blessings. Bye.